So the point of this video is going to be to address the guys right now, whether you're older or younger, if you're in a stage of your life at the moment where you're just not sure what it is that you want to do with your life. I'm going to be talking to you from my perspective about what you should do if you ever reach this situation. There is a reason why I'm filming this video, and this is mainly going to be for the younger men. However, me being 29, I'm not old by any means. If anything, my life's just starting. I still, to this day, I can look back and I can see that this pattern of questioning what we're doing, where we're at, what I want to do next, I think this is going to change consistently for the rest of our lives. In fact, I know older men that I can see like kind of figuring out, like, oh, I'm doing this right now for work, but I think I want to get into this. Us changing what it is that we want to do with our life's like purpose as a man, I think is always going to consistently change unless we find something that like makes us money and we get really, really good at it. Then it's possible you could stick with that. The point of me filming this video is I had a conversation with a kid at the gym the other day who's 20 years old. I'm 29, so I've got 9 years of life experience on him, and that 9 years of life, that's 365 days of living times 9. That is plenty of time for me to be able to make a comment on what this kid should be doing with his life right now. Because I have studied sales very heavily and I'm very emotionally tuned when it comes to people, I asked him, I was like, hey man, how are you doing? And he goes, oh, I'm doing good. And I was like, well, what do you mean by good? That doesn't sound like great or like you're doing awesome. I was like, what do you mean by good? And then fast forward, then he started telling me that he's just at a point in life right now where he doesn't know what he's fucking doing. He went from like door-to-door sales, which he said he really liked, and then that he left that, but now he's gonna go and work at like a restaurant, and he's gonna accept making less money because he wants to humble himself. And I'm like, bro, that you are not humbling yourself by taking a lower paying fucking job. I used to serve, I used to bartend, I used to work in the restaurant industry. If I didn't, it's likely I wouldn't be in a wheelchair because I wouldn't have picked up the bad habits that like, because I went out all the time, and if I didn't go out the night I got hit, chances are I wouldn't be in this. Being in the restaurant industry, man, like it sucks you in. Once you go down that path, it's very hard to get out. This guy, going back to him real fast, he is going to school for his real estate license, so he has the opportunity to sell real estate in the future. But what he wants to do is save up enough money to buy like a duplex and then rent that out. He told me that he wants to get his real estate license, but the market right now is so bad that he doesn't think he's going to do a good job selling. And that is a limiting belief, if you know what that is. A limiting belief is a thought that you have in your mind that's going to prevent you from doing something. It doesn't matter how bad the market is. You can always fucking sell a house as long as you put in the effort and you keep working on your skill sets to sell a house, especially in Florida. We're in a very, very nice area, bro. There's so much fucking money where I live at. I said, dude, take it from an older guy, man. I said, I'm 9 years older than you. That's enough for me to make a comment on this. You right now are going down two different paths. You have an opportunity to get back into sales and make as much money as you want and make your life better sooner, especially because you're 20, or you can go down the restaurant route and you can make minimum fucking wage, and likely you're not going to make enough money anytime soon to save up and then be able to buy this duplex like you want. I said, bro, it's going to be in your best interest to take this sales route, because once you sell that first house and you get like a $4,000 or $5,000 commission check, you're gonna get addicted to that. And then he used the excuse because, well, I'm just lazy. If you're a man that is saying that you are lazy, I can tell you right now, from one guy to another, you're gonna turn every fucking girl off if you ever let a girl hear that you as a man are lazy. Women don't want a lazy man. We're not talking about women in this video. We're talking about what you should be doing as a man. Listen, I asked him if his dad was in the picture, and he was. My dad was not in the picture. I had to grow up and teach myself how to be a man. And I can tell you, I have never had a guy to push me to better my work ethic. I've had to learn how to do this on my own. I was sitting outside tanning earlier because I'm injecting this Milano tan stuff and I'm getting tan. And I was like, dude, you know what? I have a urologist appointment in a couple hours. I want to get like 3 videos filmed for my YouTube channel, and then I want to finish editing the one that I'm working on, and then I'm going to take my mom out to dinner tonight. That's me being on my fucking purpose, and I already went to the gym, bro. Let's go back to the point of this video then. If you're a guy right now, especially if you're a younger man, I told you the story of why I filmed this, or why I'm filming this, but if you're in a position right now and you just don't know what it is that you want to do, This is what I've done. With the internet age, there's drop shipping, e-commerce, there is like starting a YouTube channel, there's selling information products or selling physical products. The economy is transitioning to an online world. So whatever it is that you're going to do, try to find something that you can either do as a main job or a side hustle where you can sell stuff online. So for example, starting a YouTube channel, like I'm coaching men on how to become men, and then I get better at like dating, relationships, pickup, mindset, confidence, what to do with your fucking life. This is just something that I can do because I've made enough money in my 29 years where I can do this. I can start coaching on the side because this is what I want to do. If you're in a position where you don't know what to do, there is likely, if you stop and think about something, okay, if you're in a position and you don't know what to do, I always tell every single person, and I believe I actually learned this one from Jeremy Miner, if you know who that is, everyone should get into sales. If you're a man right now and you don't know what it is that you want to do, I fully believe, and looking back at my younger years, I wish I would have gone down this route before I was injured if I knew this. I tell every man that I meet, every younger guy, that they should always get like a commission-based sales job. If you can learn to sell and you're at a commission-only sales job, you're not limited in how much money you can make. I've worked a sales job where it was salary and then I got bonus. Salary means that I could work 100 hours a week and I would only make like $40,000. And then if I hit my bonuses, then I would get the bonus. But if you're commission-based only and you work 100 hours a week, that $40,000 that you would make salary could be like $120,000 or $200,000. The better you get at sales, so the more sales experience you have, the better you get at selling, the better you're going to be with talking to people. Talking to people is going to translate to other areas of your life. In your relationships, because you're going to get better at talking to girls. You're going to get better at meeting new people, which is meeting new girls, practicing social skills. You're going to be able to sell stuff. So if you can sell a product, you're going to be able to climb the ladders on what it is you can sell. So then if you go from selling like a car, you could then move up into selling like if you work at Honda, then you could go to Mercedes, then you could go to Lamborghini, then you could start selling like high ticket sales courses online for like $10,000 a fucking pop. Not only that, if you want to start a business, because you've got sales experience, you know how the sales process works. You got to go and you got to do some research, find who it is you want to pitch, find their information, then you got to fucking pitch them. Then you're going to have to keep following up until you eventually get a sales meeting with them or you move on. And then once you get in that sales meeting, then you have the actual sales call and your sales skills from there is either going to help you close it or not. That's the process. I know this because I've been working for myself since 2016. I used to be an advertiser before I transitioned into coaching. So that's the process. So like I said, if you're in a position as a man right now and you don't know what to do, please don't go work at a fucking restaurant because you want to humble yourself. You're going to make less money as a man in an economy where we need to make more money because the dollar value keeps going down. $100,000 today, if you go back like 40 years ago, $100,000 40 years ago was like $700,000. It possibly even more. Nowadays, the dollar is worth dog shit, bro. This kid right here has the opportunity to fit in. And listen, he lives at home. He doesn't pay rent. Okay, when I lived at home, I had to pay rent. All he has to pay for is his car, his groceries, and his gas. This kid is in such a prime position right now to set his life up, and he's going to choose to go work in a fucking restaurant making whatever the hell minimum wage is in Florida. When he's going to real estate school, where then he could try to apply to get a real estate license, and that's what he's going to get, and then get a real estate job and start selling higher ticket houses. What's going to make him more money? Getting a commission for $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, or getting paid $15 an hour. That's assuming that he's like back of the house. If he's got a job serving, depending on where he's at, he can make, $100, $200 a night, depending on his shifts. I used to serve and bartend, so, I've made that before. If this kid chooses to become a server or a bartender, $100, $200, $300 in a night, that's going to be a lot of money for you guys. And you're going to condition yourself to think, wow, $200, that's a lot of money. But if this kid right now chooses to go down that route where he gets into sales, which is, I'm telling you guys, one man to another, get into sales because the paychecks are much higher. If you go to school for medical sales, IT sales makes a fuck ton of money. Even selling cars. My buddy Mike, I think he told me at one point he was making like $8,000 or something selling cars. You can make a lot of money when you get in sales. So if you're in a position of life right now and you don't know what you're doing, if you're working a job that's an hourly job, if you're able to get a sales job, like if you're able to switch from this job to another job, I would get a sales job. But if you need if you can't just quit your current job right now, but you're able to get a second job, then get a second job as a salesman. Or another route I would go down, and this is coming from someone that has experience in the online world, if you can't leave your 9 to 5 right now because you needed to pay bills, start like a side hustle. If you don't have money to run ads to start like an e-commerce or a drop shipping store where you need to spend money on ads, then start a fucking YouTube channel, man. My YouTube channel right now is not big. Now, a year or two from now, it's going to be a lot bigger than what it is now. And I can tell you, even from the very small amount of subscribers that I have, when you get comments and you work with people and you hear them say like positive things that like you've really helped me, you've changed my life, I'm so glad I found you. When you start getting comments like that, or like I said, working with people and talking to people that say things to you, it is so fucking empowering. I think Tony Robbins said one of the key drivers of like I'm paraphrasing this, but like one of the key drivers of life is like being able to help other people. Money doesn't make you happy, but helping other people will. And then in the turn of helping other people, you're going to get money, which is going to make your life even better so you can afford the things that you want to do. And then you can take care of your family and your wife, you know, your girlfriend the way you want to. Then you guys can go on better vacations, better dinners. You can hang out with your friends. You'll meet new friends. You'll make more friends. Helping people and then making more money, it overall leads to a better life. But this all comes from like my ability to sell things. But if you're trying to start a side business, like if you're trying to start like a YouTube channel or whatever, now you might have, well, what do I do? I would do this. So I'm getting into coaching, and what got me into coaching was because I went through a heartbreak with the girlfriend that I thought I was going to marry. That right there fucking did it for me. And I would say, hey, I'm in a position right now where I'm having to struggle with all these different things. And I've got all these other skill sets that I need to go back and work on, like meeting girls, stuff I've always been good at, but I haven't had to do in a while because I had a girlfriend. And then going through heartbreak and learning how to be a man. There's a lot of men that need to understand and learn the skills that I can help teach other people. So what did I do? I started filming fucking videos. If you're good at working on cars, you're like, if you have like a car detailing business or you're good at fixing cars, film videos fixing cars or cleaning cars, reviewing different products. The kid across the street from me, he's 17. And I think he plays like Fortnite. He's got like 700,000 subscribers on YouTube. Kid makes fucking bank at 17. He owns that house. And he's 17 and he still goes to the same high school I went to. That's nuts. But he wouldn't have got to this point if he didn't start just playing video games and posting them online. It's possible the older he gets, he might transition from playing Fortnite to investing in real estate. Because you're going to notice the older you get, over time, you're gonna get bored, or you're gonna want something new, or you're not gonna feel as fulfilled with the current thing that you're doing. So what do I recommend? I told you guys, either get a fucking sales job, because you getting a sales job, even if you get a sales job and you still don't know what it is that you want to do with life, stay in that sales job, because those skills that you're going to learn are going to benefit you in multiple areas, making money and personal relationships. Now, granted, like if you're a server at a restaurant, that's going to help you with customer service, which is going to translate into, you know, your personal life. So with talking to girls, sales is also customer service, because you're in both roles, you're talking to people. So in both roles, you're going to get good at talking to people. But the sales career is going to take your financial life much higher than you ever will, much faster than if you work as like a fucking server, or like if you get like a 40-hour-a-week job getting paid even like $20, $25 an hour. Like the average man right now makes $40,000, $50,000 a year. And that's, I don't know the statistics where that came from, and I don't know what these men do, but I do know that is a national average. And I think in the US, okay? I'm not talking globally. I don't know where you are watching this video. Even if you work salary, so let's say you're a salary-based salesman and that's the only job you could get at the moment. But if you hit your goals or you hit your bonuses, that could take you from 40,000 up to 60,000. I would still take that job, because if you get that job, that's going to put your foot in the door to go out and apply for other sales jobs like 6 months later or a year later. And then that salary-based sales job where you're not making as much as you want to can lead into a sales job where you are making as much as you want to. And like I said, your finances are going to go up. Your life's going to get much better because you're going to be able to afford more things. Your personal life is going to get much better because you're going to get really good at talking to people. If you're a man right now that doesn't know what the fuck he wants to do with his life and you've never had a sales job, get into a sales job, because those skills that you're going to learn selling is going to help you in so many different areas, more than likely than the two I just listed. So I'm going to end the video here. I've kind of beat a dead horse. If you like this video, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Listen, if you're a guy right now that wants to get better at pickup, dating, and relationship, check out the link in the description. Go look at it's a 17-page cheat sheet where it's designed to be looked at when you're in a situation with the girl and you do not want to mess it up. This is from my experience and the experience that I've learned from hundreds and thousands of pages of books that I've read. I've condensed it in 17 pages. Okay, so it's dating, it's mindset, pickup, dating, and relationship skills. Everything that you need to know to master your personal life with a woman. It's $13.99. Anybody can afford it. There's a video on the next page that will explain how it will help you. 2 other links. You can get my free book on dating and relationships if you want. And then I also am running a 50% off one-on-one coaching call session. If you want to book a call to talk with me, then we can really just fast track your life instead of having to, read 17 pages or whatever. That being said, guys, hey, if you like this video, man, check out this one right here. You're likely going to like that one as well. With that being said, guys, hey, I will see you in the next one.